So let's get into my best fall dirty water lures. I'm going fishing on Sunday, so I'm just going to show you guys what I'm going to use. So I'm going to start with hard baits and non-soft plastic stuff, and then I'll transition into soft plastics. So my first lure of the day is a Sexy Shad square bill crankbait. So Sexy Shad crankbaits are a great lure. This is a KVD square bill. I'm sure you know who KVD is, and if you don't know who he is and you fish, you're kind of crazy. He is the most famous fisherman in the world. So I like these little guys. They're good for shallowish water with lots of rocks. I know this one in particular goes to like 3 feet, I think. That's kind of what I've noticed after fishing with it a bit. So yeah, I recommend getting one of these for the fall. Next lure for kind of fall transitioning into winter is I'll try to do 10 here, so it's a top 10 video. All these lures are kind of tangled up from my last fishing trip, and I'm still working on organizing them, so let me just get these two untangled. I don't usually use topwater lures in fall. I usually use the exact opposite, so like a rattle trap. So this is like a shad color. So I like these. These are great for winter, like if you're fishing in winter and there's holes in the ice, all those fish are going to be down deep. So it's a good way to catch fish that are down deep in the winter when they're really hard to catch. So along with deep lures, you have more deep lures. So I wouldn't use that color for dirty water. I'd probably use something more like, angled again, not the jitterbug, ignore the jitterbug, but more like this color, that shiny color. And then another good dirty water lure is, this is all tangled up with a bunch of line, but a deep diving crankbait of like a red craw or another bright color. So probably not like a very natural color like this baby bass or this bluegill. You know what I mean? So you don't want to use those because the fish won't be able to see them in the water. And then, or maybe if the water's really dirty, you would even use a fire tiger one like that. Excuse the other lure stuck to it. So another, I guess, moving on, if the water is really calm, then there's really no reason why you shouldn't use some bright colored topwater bait, like this jitterbug. Jitterbugs are kind of an old lure, but old classic. Some people just don't use them, but they work well. And then you've got your Whopper Puppets. This is a Berkeley Chapo. I got this from Wiggly Worm for free because Gary is nice and we're sponsored by them. So yeah, Whopper Popper if it's bright color, but only if the water is perfectly still and there's not a single wave. So moving on from like hard baits like that, my next lure will be a jig. So like a black and blue or a bright chartreuse or anything else like this. These jigs are good for fishing in and around brush and stuff. This is a Booyah Baby Boo Jig. I like these a lot. I've caught a few fish on them. And yeah, so jigs. Another bait like that is a black and blue or chartreuse white. Whatever is your favorite color. Let me get out some other color examples here. A spinner baits are not there. That's Chatterbait, which is actually another lure. These spinner baits I like a lot. Like this color, if you want a bigger one, this one's bigger. I also have like, this is the same lure. This is like Straight King, Mini King, I think. These little, like this chartreuse. And yeah, so spinner baits, great bait. I think that puts us at, let's see. We had, like probably that's like number 6 maybe. Number, I think 7, I don't know. Doesn't really matter the numbers. They're probably going to end up doing like 15. Is a chatterbait. So chatterbaits, great, kind of top, they're not really topwater. Great lure for getting those bass to wake up when they are not feeling good. But I have like a chartreuse and a black and blue. Those colors are all good. You'd want to use chartreuse obviously for more dirty water, and then for maybe less dirty, not quite as dirty, but still quite dirty, like a black and blue. If the water was clear, then you use a green pumpkin. This is a jig, but that's like what green pumpkin is. So yeah, so that's it for that type of lure. Now moving on to soft baits. So soft baits. The first thing I'm going to recommend is a Cinco worm. So Cinco worms, I like Yum brand. They're my all-time favorite. I really want to get us like a sponsorship from Yum. I have a bunch of different colors here. This is my favorite for the place that we're going fishing. This is a chartreuse colored dinger. So these are good for really dirty water, like those others. And another color is for not quite as dirty water, probably cleaner, like the same that you use black and blue for. But these chartreuse tailed green pumpkins. Let me try to get, that, oh my god, it's so confusing. That chartreuse tail. So that yellowish tail can kind of attract the fish more. And then we've got this black and blue, my probably favorite for dirty water. Black and blues are just a great all-time color for dirty water. And then as a trailer for maybe some of those chatterbaits, probably like a June bug lizard, or I might even use a different color, like I have these green pumpkin chartreuse tail pumpkins. Lizards, not pumpkins. They're not pumpkins. Halloween is over. And then the other lures, so if you have a really big lure, you could use one of these Magnum Christie Critters from Yum. So these are big. Like my hand, I have kind of small hands. There's my hand. So these are like twice the length of my hand. So big, big lures. Or you could, I'd Texas rig one of these alone. And then my last lure is a Craw. So I like Craws as trailers, or sometimes I'll even fish them as normal baits, not even trailers. But these Craws are big bite baits. I like that word. And then I have some Berkeley Havocs that I like a lot there. So those are, and also for that you're going to need some terminal tackle, like you're going to need some EWG hooks for all that, and some bullet weights. I use Eagle Claw bullet weights now, so I just have that thing that I carry around. So yeah, good luck everyone for fishing in the fall. I hope you catch plenty of fall fish on those lures that I just recommended. Send us pictures to lapcoins@gmail.com for fish that you've caught on these lures that we just recommended in dirty water. And then we will post them on our Twitter for you. So we hope that you have a great day, and please like this video and subscribe.